This is Oscar Pick for Boxing News, and I'm joined by Dev Sahni. Dev, we've just had a very explosive press conference, shall we say, ahead of obviously Joyce-Hrgovic, but it was the two heavyweights on the undercard, Jeamie TKV and David Adeleye, obviously smashing the table. You had Jeamie TKV flip the table, Derek Chisora style. What did you make of it all?
Absolutely loved it. I've never had, all these presses I've done, I've never had the "you want to go now? Let's go now," flip the table thing, and I'm glad I've got that moment. And to be honest, they didn't have like earpiece for me today, so I had no producer in my ear up there, and I feel like if I did, because they went on quite a bit, TKV and Adeleye going back and forth, I feel like if I did, they probably would have told me to stop it about 5 minutes before. But I just let it go, let it go, let it go, and it led to that table thing. So I'm over the moon with that. I'm glad a table was flipped, and I can't wait to see this fight, and I think that everyone who watched that presser today is now more interested in this card than ever before.
Yeah, it certainly injected an extra layer of excitement into the fight. Obviously, yeah, it's an interesting fight regardless of the build-up. But what have you made of the build-up? I mean, obviously these guys have shared rounds in sparring. They seemed pretty, amicable before, and then it all just kind of turned. What do you think was the switch in terms of turning that the other way?
Well, yeah, I think you're right, by the way. And at the launch press conference, like in February, they both said like, I might knock you out. Yeah, I'm going to knock you out. That was okay. It was kind of cordial. They talked about how they've done rounds, but then something changed this week when they went into TalkSport, and it felt like TKV was just talking his game a little bit more than maybe David Adeleye liked. And David Adeleye wasn't a fan of the way TKV was talking. And Adeleye feels like he's got that aggression in him, and he's walking around trying to just contain himself. But it's always quite close to the surface. So if he hears something he don't like, that's what happens. And we saw it today. Adeleye didn't leave him alone up there. TKV didn't stop talking. Something had to give, and unfortunately it was a table.
Well, I was going to say as well, one of the highlights for me was when Adeleye kind of labelled a member of Jeamie TKV's team as Harry Hill. It was nice throwback. I don't know what you made of that.
Well, did you see the Harry Hill in question?
I did actually, yeah, wearing the yellow coat.
Do you feel he looked like Harry Hill?
I don't think he does. I think he had completely different glasses, yeah.
I think so as well. I think what's happened with this Harry Hill thing is similar to what happened with David Haye and Tony Bellew. Remember when Tony Bellew said he's this SpongeBob SquarePants guy, and he meant Sideshow Bob? I think that David Adeleye meant Harry Potter, and he's gone with Harry Hill. Because for me, matey over there looked more like Harry Potter than Harry Hill. I didn't see no collars, he wasn't bald. So I guess the plot thickens, and we'll find out more as the week goes on.
Yeah, obviously we had Adam Morley as well. I believe he was compared to Will from the In-Betweeners at that same press conference even. But yeah, obviously just going on to the main event now, we've got Joyce-Hrgovic. A lot of people saying a better matchup than Joyce White. Would you agree with that?
Depends what you mean. A better matchup for who? Is it a better matchup for Joe Joyce? Maybe not. Maybe it's a harder fight. We don't know, really, because Hrgovic hasn't had his full camp. He says he's been training, he looks in shape, he looks great. But has he got 10 hard rounds in him if he finds that he can't hurt Joe Joyce, which countless opponents have found over the years? Hold on, I can't actually hurt this guy. What's he doing? It's round 9, he's still coming forward with the same energy. Has Hrgovic got the tank? Can he deal with that Joe Joyce? Or does he just land as much as he likes, as quickly as he likes, and stop Joe Joyce? That's kind of where it is in my head, and I genuinely, I don't know the answer. I guess that's why we all tune in. I just feel like one of them's going to stop the other, and I don't know who's going to do what.
I was going to say, I think I saw you put out a tweet earlier saying that Joyce has reunited with his old strength and conditioning coach, and they're actually unbeaten together. Yeah. How much of a boost do you think that gives Joyce?
It's a good story, isn't it? I mean, in those wins over Daniel Dubois, Joe Parker, Takam, and a few others as well, he had Cameron Goff with him, who does his S&C. In the losses to Zhang and Chisora, he wasn't there. So what does that mean? I think he's going to be in good shape. I think the days of the 280-plus Joe Joyce, I don't think they will happen under this S&C coach. So I think he's going to be lighter. and hopefully get back to somewhere near that juggernaut that beat Joe Parker and was a top 3 heavyweight sort of in everyone's list not too long ago. So let's see if he's unlocked a formula there. He clearly feels good with Cameron, and let's see if it works.
I was going to say, you asked the question, or you put the question to Hrgovic at the press conference there about his comments on, whether Joyce still has what it takes to compete at that level. And I think Hrgovic's response was obviously that he believes Joyce is over the hill, that he should potentially think about retirement. What did you make of those comments?
He's got to say that. He's got to say that. That's the line. If I'm a Joe Joyce opponent, I'd be saying all the same things. See if you can get into his head. I don't think Joe cares about any of that. I don't think you can get into his head. But Hrgovic is saying all the right things, and that's the correct narrative right now for a Joe Joyce opponent.
Just finally, Dave, obviously, in terms of your career, obviously I've seen you do a bit of presenting. I've seen you be a ring announcer as well. I was going to ask, in terms of the environment that you feel most comfortable in, and the role I guess you like to play in the kind of Queensbury media space. Well, what do you think that would be?
I don't know. I basically just say yes to whatever they want me to do. I'd say the ring announcing stuff I don't like so much, but I'm competent at it, and I'll do a job at it. This stuff today, love all that, stirring it up, trying to get the fighters to say bad things about each other. I enjoy that. I enjoy being around the fighters, and long may it continue. I've enjoyed how Queensbury have sort of really shot up, and I've been there for a while now, and this new adventure with DAZN should be great fun.
Awesome. Well, we'll all look forward to it. But pleasure speaking with you again, and hope for the best.